Cubana Chiefpriest versus Bobrisky. Why is Bobrisky in jail and Cubana Chiefpriest on Instagram?
Once upon a time, on saying it just as it is here on Chiefpriest Inspirations, guys, welcome back to another interesting, juicy episode. Guys, it is no longer news that our country, Nigeria, has officially become the country of joke and cruise. Like, make it make sense that one person on this hand commits a crime and is jailed for it according to the constitution without bail, and on the other hand another person commits same crime and at the end of the day is granted bail terms of freaking 10 million. Now this is the story of our popular cross-dresser Bobrisky. We all know that it is no longer news that his story has been trending, and currently he is now serving jail terms for 6 months.
Cubana Chiefpriest versus Bobrisky. Why is Bobrisky in jail and Cubana Chiefpriest on Instagram? Number one, Bobrisky pleaded guilty, meaning that the court has to pick between 50,000 naira fine or kiri 2 portion of rice. Number two, Cubana Chiefpriest pleaded not guilty and was released on bail of 10 million naira. Simply means he can go home and be coming to court for trial. Now, in Bobrisky's case, he said, I plead guilty, I did it, forgive me, have mercy, I'm a man. So I'm a woman. You understand what I'm talking about?
That's what I'm talking about. This shit means something to me, man.
And they gave him 2 portions of rice. They could have given him 50k fine. I'm not the judge. If you're not happy, go to Ikoyi.
Give me.
Then Cubana Chiefpriest said, I don't know what you're talking about. Under the law, Cubana Chiefpriest has no case yet until EFCC is able to prove that the money is spread in those videos that are circulating online. And number one, Nigerian naira. And how do you prove that? The serial number of those money must be provided. The source of that money must be stated in court. And number two, okay, the money is Nigerian naira. Did he abuse the naira? Some people can even argue that the money in that video is not real money, it's fake money that was just sprayed for the fancy of showbiz to make people believe what is not real. But I reserve my comment on this development. Moral lesson of this story: invest in your lawyers. Some lawyers have LLB in law, that is Bachelor of Law Honors. Some have BSc in law, that is Bachelor of Science in Law. You either follow lawyer and be safe, or you follow scientist and become an experiment. The choice is yours. We'll meet you.
And the reason for him being jailed was abuse of naira notes, right? Literally abusing the naira note, which we all know that if we want to look at this thing critically, right, logically, the way it's supposed to be, it means everybody or almost everybody is a victim of this crime, right? Is a victim of this crime because it's not a new thing that in our modern day party, like occasions, events, functions, it's been a norm and a common thing with Nigerians spraying money, throwing money like in different ways and patterns when people are having their functions, particularly wedding ceremonies and birthday parties. And at the end of the day, one person was being cited just of recent and used as an scapegoat in the person of Bobrisky. I'm not here to say whether I am for Bobrisky or not. That's not the point. The point I need us to, look at logically is Bobrisky serving jail terms because of the abuse of the naira note, or there is something our leaders are not telling us? Well, let's keep that aside. Just of recent again, about 2 or 3 days ago, one of our popular socialites, business mogul, in the person of Cubana Chiefpriest, was also cited by the EFCC, right? And guys, let me even put it clearly that the EFCC is responsible for this arrest and prosecution, in case you don't know, the Nigerian EFCC. And Cubana Chiefpriest was another case study here that was cited, apprehended and arraigned for judgment, right? And at the end of the day, he was, granted a bail term of 10 million naira for the same crime that Bobrisky committed. We're not being personal here. We're not taking it personal. We're not being emotional, but we have to be logical. I need you to bring out your IQ, your intelligence here, your sense of analysis and logical thinking, right? Let's really look at these things. If you look at it from the way everything played out, from my own perspective, you can leave yours in the comment section. You will know that there's more, just like we all are speculating and insinuating. There's more to why Bobrisky was arrested, and that's to tell you that Nigeria as a country has never and will never come to accept cross-dressing and cross-gender as a thing in Nigeria. Recently, Reno Omokri cited an instance in one of his recent posts to say that this was the reason or the same problem Jonathan had. And this was the same problem the Ghanaian government had when they wanted to eradicate anything that is same gender practice in the other room, right? And the foreign bodies kicked against it. Let me use the foreign bodies. And now it is happening in Nigeria that they cannot just come out openly like to say, okay, we don't want this thing. We don't want cross-dressing in Nigeria. We don't want this kind of character and exhibition in Nigeria. Just say it openly. We don't want to pass it as a law or make it even make sense or look real or factual to us. They are just cutting through the corners and, carrying out their plans, their minds, their actions as though we, the Nigerian citizens, are dumb. Like, I don't get it. But it is what it is. It is now glaring, it is now obvious, it is now clear to each and every one of us that there is more to it, okay? I know that in as much as it happened to someone in that class and level as Cubana Chiefpriest, you will not expect less on the other hand that he will not be able to afford that bail terms, right? He paid it there and then, and as we speak, he's out of, the custody of EFCC. Now the bottom line is this: in Nigeria, one, know what you are doing, know what you stand for. And if what you stand for and represent is not something that Nigeria as a country supports, our leaders support, my dear, pipe low. It has happened in the case of IPOBs, the IPOBs, Nnamdi Kanu, and up till today, his matter is still ongoing. If you know what you are practicing and exhibiting as an individual, as a group, as an organization, or a non-organization, an NGO, be very, very careful and mindful, because this country is not that country where you think you can do things and at the end of the day, they will look at you and smile at you as though nothing happened. If they don't come for you now, they will target you and come for you at the right time when they are ready for you. And they will use one flimsy thing, one flimsy excuse or point to hold hands on and deal with you ruthlessly. So be careful. Everybody should be careful. It should be a lesson to everybody and an eye-opener to each and every one of us to know the country we are in, especially if you're a Nigerian living in Nigeria, right? And if you're a Nigerian living in the diaspora, it's also a thing that you should also know and be guided about, and also know how we as Nigerians can live to that point that our rights and what we stand for in the right way. It is not because, listen, it is not because it is your right that makes it right. I mean your right that is right, legally right and accepted. Know what is your right. We know what is our right. Live for it and it be passed into law, accepted, so that we can live freely and comfortably. And our voices will always and continuously be heard. This is what we as Nigerians should learn from this lesson. But it's not going to be a thing that will happen soon or soonest. It's going to take a longer time. But the question is, what is the fate of everything aligning the way it's supposed to be when it comes to the law and regulations binding on the citizens of this dear country, Nigeria? This is my own insight. This is my own opinion. Guys, at this point, if you've watched up till now, I think it's high time you click on that subscribe button to join this family and turn on your post notifications so that you always be notified as well whenever interesting, captivating and juicy episode comes up here. Because here in Chiefpriest Inspiration, we say it as it is, raw and undiluted, without sentiment, without any form of abuse, to uplift, inspire, motivate not just your spirit but your soul and your body, right? You will never get it as a dull moment here. So why not click on that subscribe button? And as you do so, if you have watched up till now, thank you so much. God bless you. Kindly drop your thoughts and opinion in the comment section. What do you think about this recent incident, this recent happening that is going on concerning Bobrisky, the one that is 7 jail terms, and Cubana Chiefpriest, the business mogul that committed the same crime, and at the end of the day, both of them are being served and treated differently in our Nigeria jurisdiction. Like, make it make sense, guys. At this point, I need to hear your thoughts and your opinion in the comment section. And I, as well, would like you to follow up on the previous episode that was left here, because you would never want to miss out on that. In the next video that is definitely going to play after this one, right? Remember to stay happy, safe, and blessed wherever you are. Till I see you in my next one. But for now, this is me, Chiefpriest Inspiration, signing out. See you. Bye.